So Liverpool just played their first game of the pre-season with Iraola as manager, and here is everything that we learned from that match. So as soon as the game begun, 7 minutes in, Joe Gomez goes down injured, and then that's one of our centre-backs off the pitch already. Now, I think this is a clear sign that we need to sign another centre-back. Yeah, we signed Leone and we got Jacquet, but if anyone else goes down injured, then we've got Van Dijk, and that's pretty much it. And I don't know about anyone else, but I don't want to see Gravenberch playing in centre-back for the rest of the season just because we didn't sign another centre-back. So I think we need to get it done. It doesn't even have to be anyone big, just another sort of upcoming centre-back that can be a great backup for the squad. However, credit where credit's due, and Duque came in and he played brilliant. I think the centre-back partnership with him and Ndiaye was brilliant. They both played so well, and for him to come in, didn't think he was going to start, obviously, but when he came on, he played great. And I think for the other centre-back, Ndiaye, he didn't shy away from doing long balls and making the play move forward, which is obviously what we'd like to see. You obviously don't want too much confidence where we're losing the ball every time, but at least we're seeing good passes going forward. It's what you want to see, especially when you're trying to prove yourself to the manager. But yeah, obviously not what you want with Joe Gomez going down injured, but the two that came on, you can't fault them. So sort of moving on to midfield, I think obviously with Curtis Jones and McConnell, sort of, I don't know who was playing sort of CDM. I feel like it was sometimes McConnell, sometimes Jones. But I actually think they both really played well, and especially in the first half, I think McConnell was brilliant. I think it's sort of great to see these youngsters that we have sort of getting the confidence and playing better. Like, we've seen it a little bit when he was a couple of seasons ago playing, and we've seen Conor Bradley do this, and he played well, and next thing you know, he's in the first team. So I'd love to see this with sort of players like McConnell, where they have been at Liverpool for a few years now, and then sort of build the confidence and play well. So it was great to see him sort of playing well. Now, as for the first goal scorer, Morrison, I think honestly he was one of the best players in the whole game. His goal was brilliant, cut in on the left foot. Didn't think the keeper had a chance, and obviously he didn't with it scoring. But yeah, I thought he played brilliant, and I thought he was making passes, he was getting balls into the box, he was taking players on. And I think he played great alongside Elliott, and can I just say, it is brilliant to have Elliott back in the team. I've missed him, and he was treated too badly at Aston Villa, and I'm so glad that he's back now. And then talking about the other youngsters that came in, obviously we had Kumas that came in, and can we just talk about him for a second, because he was brilliant. And I feel like I'm saying this for every single player that was playing yesterday, especially the youngsters, because Inyoni as well, I think he's first team ready. I think he genuinely deserves to be playing in the first team. Obviously didn't start, but when he came on, he was brilliant. I think he runs the midfield so well. And back to Kumas, obviously he played brilliant on the left. He was getting balls in, he was taking players on. It's just what you love to see for a youngster. I think this is what actually made me so happy watching the game, was seeing these youngsters play. Obviously, this is what pre-season's for, and we get to see all the different players play well and try out new positions and try out new players and not play all the first team players, because we do get to see players like Inyoni, Kumas, and even the two centre-backs that played. I mean, they were pretty much unknown before this. Yeah, we had them in the academy and stuff, but I bet they weren't thinking they were going to play. So it's just great that Iraola is testing out these sort of tactics, and we can definitely see his management style coming in opposed to Slots. Like, it's much more fast-paced, much more intensive, much more going forward on goal and not sort of playing it around. And you can just see his sort of style of play. It's great to see. And the formation, was it a 4-2-3-1? Was it a 4-4-2? I couldn't really tell. It was a bit both at the same time, but yeah, I just think the team, I'm really looking forward to sort of the next season, and with our full first team, I don't want to jinx it, but I think we're going to have a great season with Iraola. Obviously, when Kirkes came on as well, he has already been managed by Iraola, so that's great for next season, because just they'll have that chemistry already. I don't think Tsimikas played the best yesterday. Same with Frimpong. I don't know if they just weren't feeling it, but obviously they played alright, but I just think that they could have played better, and I think Kirkes should obviously be our starting left back. It's obviously great seeing Gamoa again playing on the left. I don't think he was included as much in the whole game, like he didn't have that much to do, but it's still obviously great to see him play. He's just amazing to watch. Like, his footwork on the ball is brilliant. Like, we can just all agree that he's going to do great this season, especially if Iraola lets him play a lot more than slot, and we may even see him starting. I don't think he'll start all the time, because we do have Gakpo, and obviously Gakpo is more experienced, but I do see us playing in Gamoa a lot more, and hopefully this is the season where he sort of shines under Iraola and we see a lot more goals from him. And finally, let's just talk about Sozoslai, because how can we not? He is genuinely one of the greatest players that I've ever watched, and I'm not even being dramatic here. Like, his goal, his assist, I mean, he is Liverpool's future captain. I can't see anyone else being Liverpool's captain other than Sozoslai. Let me know what you think, but he's just amazing. His work rate is just off the charts. He's constantly moving about, constantly up and down the pitch. He just screams Liverpool. But yeah, I'm super excited for the start of the season, and obviously to watch the next few pre-season games. Let the other youngsters have a little bit of a run and see what they can do. But yeah, bring on the next Premier League season, because I am excited, I can tell you that. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you're new, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, see you in the next one.